That was a demon. She's afraid that the dad is gonna come back. There we go. We got a person of color in the building. Keep me protected, man. And wealthy white's going crazy. He came in and threw a temper tantrum, man. And the kid's got the nick of it. He was screaming at the little girl, man. Yeah, he was screaming at the little girl. They didn't do anything wrong. He's an abusive piece of shit. They don't fly around here. So Dad screamed at all of them for a power play because I brought the light of God in the room when he had to fight back. See how they're all sad. And before it happened, I walked by and told you about karma. It's karma. That's my old friend from the retreat. That was an old roommate somewhere 250 miles away. No, that guy flipped out. No, he threw a temper tantrum a second ago. I don't think it was that. It's a bunch of dorks. I'm gonna make this place yours. I had a good day today. But I'm out of money and I'm out of sandwiches. I think I can afford a drink. So we're gonna get a drink. I'll be right back. Because those 3 girls are there to meet those 3 guys. That's always what it is. Look, I'm alone. And 3 girls pop in, 3 guys pop in, and then there's 3 people over there. So I like to think that God has put them in and they're all like living their manifestations because they all wanted experiences with each other. And I'm forced to be the wild God that literally showed them God, and then the father got exposed as a demon and they all had panic attacks. What do you want, bitch? They're looking at me. They all want me. It's the energy. It's all me, man. Right. And because I think they want to sit over near me. What do you want? I'm exposing them. They chose me. But I don't want them. I don't want them. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to get a soda. Boom, 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 boom. Live. I'm molting myself to embody more carefree youthful qualities. That makes the ladies swoon. Oh, look. Okay, I can't show you. But right under this, it was the number 33. And then he slammed it back down. She's mad. He's mad at me. He's mad at me because I took all my energy back. It's mine. It's mine, bitch. Here we go. These guys are chodes. Live life like Ben. It says live life like Ben. So, I've had many Bens in my life. The first Ben was, he taught me, when I went into custody and I went into a shelter program, Ben was the teacher and he had this Vizsla which is a very expensive Russian dog that can open doors, it can talk, it can... Hold up. No, they can talk, they can open and close doors, they can... You can throw a grenade at them and they'll die. You can shoot them and they'll die. They'll roll over, they'll shake your hand. Come on. Do some more. Oh, is this key up? Come on, I want to show them. I want to show them, man. What you mean? Okay. Charge. In charge. No ice. Add to order. Oh, that's a stupid competition. Here. Not today. Computer. On it. Cash. Yeah. 718. Good friends. What's up? It's got soda.
Days. Hopefully a less wild day than the last one.
Dude, that's every day for me. I'm not even gonna lie.
141, please. Okay. Oh my God.
Thank you.
What is this deck
He's cloud chasing. He was nice to me. He's happy. He said, hopefully it's not going to be as eventful. And I said, that's every day, bro. Then he slammed the money on my hand. But it's okay. Because I respect him. You know why? Because 2 years ago when I was here and I couldn't afford anything and I'd sit here and I'd wait. And I would force myself. I was cold. It was like below freezing. It was probably like below zero. And I would be outside with no coat. And one time I came in here and said, hey man, I don't know what to do. I don't have any money. When you guys go to throw out the patties at the end, could you just put some in a bag and I'll eat them? And he paid for a Big Mac for me. So that guy, if I'm ever rich, that guy's gonna get blessed. That was cool. I went live because there was an angry Viking father that came in and started screaming at his wife and 3 children, plus their friend. Okay. Thank you, man. Sure. There you go. You got it. I don't know how it works. They have a different system. He showed up and slammed the soda on the table again. Is it my attitude? Do I have an attitude? Is it my narcissistic? We're doing a nature show, guys. So we had the 3 pretty girls came in, and they know this guy from school, and this guy's cool, like a dweeb playing power games like the dorks over there on the other side of the counter. So they were just nice to him, and because all these kids are like staring at her, like, look, there's 3 pretty girls. It's really rare to have pretty girls here. Mother, that's right. I didn't need you to come true. See him playing power games? That makes them uncomfortable, and they start to walk around like robots possessed by demonic artificial intelligence. Trying to get back to the nature, but they can't because they won't give up their stupid nature. Da, 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 da. I looked because they were all looking at the girls. The girl said, "I love you," and then said this guy's name, and then he felt really happy about it because it's probably never happened to him. But it was to suck out all the self-esteem, give back to him. What's up, man? I'm doing a nature show. I love for you and Brian, and now you drove away. See, they're mad. They're mad. They're mad, guys. They're very mad. Somebody send me $5 so I can get some sandwiches. I'm gonna tell you. I swear to you, how much money do I have? So I got I said I get tarot readings that address me by name sometimes, where some stranger across the world gets beamed down an image of my face and goes, "Okay, Casey," and then has a message for me. It's hard. Usually I have a big jawline or whatever, but oh shit. The whole community just says I love you to each other. That's the third time I've seen these high schoolers say I love you to each other. Isn't that crazy? On the side of the street I knew like you. Deja vu. Battle for your brain, you're on thin ice, buddy. You're on, buddy. I might just hide you. No, I won't. I'll put you back. He's the only one that understands. You're back, buddy. Just don't do it again. So I have, coincidentally, 8 is the number of karma, and 8 is the number of money, and 28 is the number of extreme wealth. So I have $8 left, and I want to spend it on lottery tickets, because the tarot reader went into a trance and then told me numbers to put into the lottery. So what are the little numbers here? We got 7, 10, and 5. 15 plus 7 is 22, which is a master number. And I got these on the 22nd. No, that's wrong. I got them on the 29th, which adds up to 11. I'm looking for alien symbolism in the dollar bill. You can watch it with me if you want. That guy used to rape indigenous children in a sex dungeon for power. Doesn't it look like it? Does he look like me a little bit? I don't rape indigenous women in a sex dungeon. I don't need to rape anyone. We got the same chin. George Washington's related to the same guy that I'm related to, Brian Bowie. And we're pretty sure this is Ellen DeGeneres. We're pretty sure this is Ellen. No, there was like some war general that looks identical. All these people that are famous, coincidentally, they were extremely famous people way back in the day that look completely identical to them. If you put the dollar bill over this random broken dollar, you get the Freemason M. And I'm in the McDonald's. Isn't that weird? Why did this chair exactly where the M would be? Oh. That was a waste of time. This is me, but it's also the 11 right there. See that? And this one also has a tear in it. If I lay this over it, it's probably going to be on the, right? I mean, it goes back to E, but it's specifically the triangle. Like, it's pretty obviously the triangle. Maybe it's the blank spot right here. Nope, it's just the 1. It's just the I. So it's 1, 1, 1. No, there's no way I can lay it over each other. How many stars does this $5 bill have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. It's got 20 stars. Why do you think they put 20 stars on this bill with the ancient Egyptian? This is a symbol from 3500 BC. And then in 27 BC, it became Rome. And then it became the English crown symbol, I think, somewhere in the British Empire. And now it's the American symbol. To show that this organization or this people that made this dollar bill goes back 3,500 years before Jesus at least. This is raw. They have it as like some flower with a bunch of stars in it, but what do you want? They're playing stupid fighting games for my energy. Because they're big dummies and I'm self-sacrificial. Black Eagle. It's all good. I got a lot of sleep today, and when I woke up, the crows were not bothering me. Things were really going well. So then I always start to... I always push it. Like, as soon as I feel good, I'm like, I'm going to take it further. And then people left the job that I was sleeping outside of and started stomping around and yelling at each other. And I could feel that it was all like the subtle Maya, the illusion, where they're doing it and they don't think anyone can realize. You know, like when people betray you and then they come back and they have this weird vibe that they're worried that you might know that something's off because they have to deal with what they've done to you. Strangers kind of talk like that around me when I feel like I'm anointed because they're worried people are realizing that they're hungry for the power. If you look at the short I just uploaded, there was a guy that tried me in this McDonald's, and then I won. See how they're possessed? See how they're possessed, but it's okay. I don't mean to do it to them. I was talking about the people that were over at the tables. Do I have an aura like I'm famous? And then yeah, it was the wife was coming at me. Like I was sitting here and I couldn't move because she kept staring at me with like angry evil eyes. And then she'd start to like check her fingers like this. Trying to take it, you know? Trying to take all the focus to channel the energy to hold her point so that she could fight back against me. And I said, I'm literal walking divine intervention in karmic justice. If you're mad at me, I'm a reflection of you. You're mad at something that's going on in yourself. I'm just sitting over here. And then she started going twitching. And then I said, you're going to have to fix that negativity at some point. Especially because your kids are right there. It's a terrible example. It's wealth. And then she, as soon as I said it's wealth, her hand shot up in front of her face with the wristwatch. Like something's controlling her. But in her mind, she was like, I need to check the time. But what I saw was like a jolt of a robot arm put the watch in front of her eyes. Let her know what time it is. The 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, and 6 hour intervals. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? But then her guy stomped in, slammed on the table, picked up a bunch of garbage. She was sitting there, so he walked over here to block the way around her and slam it. And I felt him trying to take all the energy. So I walked by to get my food because my food was ready. And I said, it's all mycelial network energy. You can't believe that you're stealing it from others. and not believe in karmic retribution or divine justice. And I felt him like get real mad. And then he went off on his wife. He started screaming in the McDonald's and pointing fingers and slamming his hand on the table. And the woman that had just tried me was standing completely motionless, fighting through it. Waited till he left, turned around, and then scolded her children for doing something wrong that made him mad. And then he's now in the truck throwing a temper tantrum. It's just like who we saw over here yesterday, or 2 days ago. He's the same thing. He's going out in public to be used as a ritual to siphon energy to embody character so they can play pretend longer using somebody else's energy. You know, I don't know. I mean, for me, okay, this is weird. Is that Randy? I shocked him. The other people that said we're playing power. You know how we talked about in the last time they try to assert their territory? He moved from over there to here. For what? For me. It's all about me. That's why his friend was like, "Are you good?" Because he got possessed. He moved over there to fight me. You sit in the corner and judge the public, and you're intuitive. I don't know, man. It seems like everybody else is more in tune than we are. Like, I can't feel when the camera's on me, but everyone else can feel when the camera's on them, so. It seems like I'm less in tune. I felt when he turned to hit me. He hit me emotionally. I don't know, man. I don't know you well enough. I don't know you well enough to be able to tell you what I think about your situation, your life. But I know that for me, it's 100%. Everything is by choice. Like, I'm over here because I chose to sit over here. There are kids having fun. They're just as intuitive as we are. Maybe they haven't been through as much as we have. You know? Or maybe they might have a community of people. I think I might be too old. I might have to go to Miami, where it's normal. I cannot be 25 hanging out with 18 and 17-year-olds. And I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't be that guy. But I'll tell you that in Miami, I saw like 14-year-olds dating 50-year-olds. And that wouldn't be me, but that's what they do in Miami. On South Beach, where there's hundreds and hundreds of people running around in a cesspool of STDs. There are lots of that going on down there. Because the girls wanted to go do fun things, and the guy worked for 30 years and had a lot of money. So I wouldn't do that. I'm saying it'd be more normal for me to be confused socially and autistic and to go down to a place where there's thousands of people standing on the beach having fun. Or maybe I just need some type of Adderall. Because when I have Adderall, I'm normal. None of this battle for your brain. Most of my issues come from being too far out there and not able to focus. You wasn't good enough for her. So this is for the lottery tickets. But if anyone wants to send me $5, I'll get food, but I don't need it. I thought that I needed it, and then I realized I was depressed. My food stamps comes in 2 days. I'm just waiting for things to pop off, but it seems like people are just stealing the energy right now. And I'm the observer. See how they're all getting aggressive? He started pumping his arms. That kid started slamming into the machine. The people of color are uneasy. He's trying to fight back to get some vibes from the girls. That's a good guy. I like that worker a lot. He's a good kid. Oh, they work at the mountain. These are migrant workers. He's fucking with me. He's more spiritual than they are. So he's still kind of disassociative like us, but he lives an active lifestyle. And that's my wife over there, but she's probably underage, so it can never happen. She looked like Anne Hathaway. Scared her. The girl that I like I used to love a girl, but she went to college, and then she, like all the people that go to college, end up looking like a 40-year-old with sunken eyes, low face. They constrict. All of a sudden, like their muscles shrink. Something happens to people when they go to college. It seems like they get sucked out in college. And I think they just get worn down by all the social interaction and sex. That it drains them, and then they're filled up by the institution programming. But it seems like the people that don't go to college, that stay in their hometown, look like big pudgy babies. It's like if you stay in your hometown, you stay a man baby child, and if you go to college, you look like a withered old hag. And then if you travel around the country, it seems like people that are the happiest are the ones that travel around the country. Maybe not the country, maybe the people that travel around the world. Oh shit, look. And there's 4 people and 4 legs. What's 218 but 11? 2 plus 8 is 10, plus 1 is 11. 33. And today is 338. So 11, 14, it's a 5 day. 10. Battle for your brain. When I went down to South Beach to meet a YouTuber that really helped me through my childhood, that was doing like an event where you could all go party with him. And there was only like 100 guys that showed up because he had to pay to be in his group for a long period of time. Like it was like $45 a month for like 6 months. And then he did like an inner circle group for the people that stayed through his Zoom calls. And then they did a summit together where you could go out and party with him and go on South Beach. So I went down there thinking I was going to save the world. And it's a legendary story I'm really proud of. Because I embody ancient wisdom because I've lived my soul has been around for a long time. So I went down there and it was like I was meeting all my kids. And they were all just a bunch of like kids trying to have fun. This guy's truly trying. He's really trying. I was channeling the ancient wisdom stuff and he really stopped. So. He's really trying. He literally stood up just to walk over and stomp at me. Yeah. The guy that was sitting by me to siphon all the life force energy is gone. I don't know, man. What you want? Crackhead right now. That's what it was. He couldn't beat me before. He couldn't beat me with that group of girls. So when this group of girls came in, all he wanted to do was stop me. He wanted to use them against me. Because as soon as it didn't work out, the signal has been sent that it's time to go. And now he's got to assert his territory. But it is what it is. It's subconscious. They're all living in different stories. I think my blessing is that I can see the denominator clearly. So I know what it's like. Because I can see the common denominator, I can see everything else around it. And it's just a bunch of power games. No. They're talking shit. They keep staring at me. Angsty little children talking shit. What are they mad about? What do you think they have to be mad about? I mean, maybe his dad is like the other kids that we saw earlier in that same spot. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? No, I was just gonna try to show him. And then, okay, they moved because they're like, he's staring at us. But I'm not staring at them. They moved into my point of view. I was always looking that way, and I would look over this way. In reality, Battle for Your Brain, we're probably just a bunch of weirdos. There's probably just a missing link somewhere. But that missing link kind of allows the good to funnel through. Like the loneliness and isolation might bring a higher bandwidth, so every thought we have takes in the energy that they're trying to play power games for, because we've kind of thrown out the social games. And the social games is what's fun. It's what's fun about life. Even though I hate them, I think they're stupid. Because they're pretending to be dumb. They pretend to be dumb, and that's fun for them. And there was a time when I would do that, and I had fun. And I thought that was... It wasn't even pretend, it was just like I chose to tune out certain things. I don't know how to describe it. But when you see people like this, he's trying to play a power game. He's low on testosterone, man. It's just a low testosterone boost, bro. And now I look crazy. Because they're acutely aware of it. It's okay, because I got the light on me. Because I don't mean any harm with it. They're playing the Kendrick song, Somebody Gotta Do It, but somebody gotta do it. And I thought that nobody is showing the stuff. Nobody's able to call out the behavior like this. It's like a nature show. I can see how it could be seen as creepy. But the fact of the matter is, my favorite song is playing. I was singing this before I came in today. Nobody on the road, nobody on the beach. I feel it in the air. Someone's out of reach. Empty lane, empty street. The sun goes down low. I'm driving by your house, but I know you're not home. I can see you now. It's a pop punk version of my favorite song. And they put the tempo up. They're fighting me back. They're just sitting there fighting me back. Wait. So when they fight you back, because you probably have the light of God in you. If they're fighting you back, you probably have the light of God in you. So they're fighting you back. So you got the hand on his mouth and shit. Doesn't it seem like he's operating from a lack of dignity? Not me. They're talking shit. They're talking shit about me. Talking shit about me. So it might blow back in my face. I don't know. Might blow back. They might tell me stop. Because really, we should be doing this in City Hall. It's the same way they get mad. It might be my last day. I don't know. He's trying to fight me. He's gonna go talk to the manager, and the manager who threw the root beer down at me is now gonna realize what I was doing. It's kind of wrong. I'm recording people without their permission. But there's nothing that says that I can't. And I don't mean it. I don't mean any harm with it. But I get it. But they're fighting me. That's the problem. I don't fight other people. You know what I'm saying? Don't really mean to. It's that energy transference. I'm waiting to see what happens. He's still trying to fight me. Nah, he's just mad. I'm trying to show you what's going on, but I don't want to record him. It's a paranoid little boy with no testosterone that keeps staring at me. And he thinks I'm staring at him. So, obviously I looked up and saw it. So his original paranoia for something he did. How long was the audio off for? I was saying that those kids walked into my line of fire and they got really paranoid that I was staring at them, but I wasn't. And now they keep looking at me, so I look back at them. And then they told the guy that works here that I was staring at them. So they might be in there. There's so many instances of me getting trespassed for looking homeless that now it's caused me to panic a little bit, like triggered my PTSD a little bit. And now I feel like I'm getting drawn into their life where before I had a strong boundary. And then they took advantage of that by acting a lot more proud. Like everyone looks happier now. Everyone looks more happy. All the people that were too scared to talk to the girls and all this stuff. But it's okay. They might speak another language. Oh, they speak English. I heard him speak English earlier. So he can feel it. He's trying to catch me with my phone watching him. I'm not trying to, but I keep seeing him look over at me. I'm hyper vigilant, and I think quicker than they do. So by the time I see their head twitch, it is what it is, man. This conflict is interesting to people. I'm gonna check. Maybe I'll be right back. No, I got a had to send me 5. Thank you. Okay, I'll be right back. Care too much. Want extra salt.
This might show just a little bit.
Okay. Here. Not today. Okay. What the hell? Fuck. Alright. No, I left my. Hold up. I left my wallet. Oh, those kids keep staring at me, man. I don't know. Those kids keep staring at me. I'm sick. You guys were looking over at me a lot. You kept turning your head and I saw you, all 3 of you were like, want to make sure. Alright. Want to make sure you didn't think that I was staring at you or anything. Alright. I mean, it was pretty obvious. I'm the only one sitting over there and they kept looking over. All 3 of them at once, right? You can't lie. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Alright. Okay. Alright, are we here? No, I was talking to you guys and I kept looking up and that kid was staring at me like right in my eyes. So then I'd look back and just keep talking and then I'd look up again. And then all 3 of them staring at me. It's hard. They have to turn their head pretty far to see me in the corner there. And then they went up and you guy. I'm gonna do 51. So I said, So I noticed you guys keep looking over at me. I want to make sure you guys didn't think I was staring at you. They said, no, that wasn't about you at all, bro. And I'm like, bitch, you broke your neck to stare at me in my own eyes. I saw you with my own eyes. And they said, that's not about you at all, bro. Fuck's it about? Maybe she thought I was cute. Adult today. Yo. This guy looks high as fuck. Energy transference. They transferred the energy and they were attacking me. And then I called them out on it and they said, it wasn't about you at all. Who's it about? Jesus?
Yeah, I think that's a relationship.
It's 8. Thank you, man.
Yep.
Could I bother you for a refill too?
Oh, yeah. What, soda?
Root beer.
Gotcha.
I don't know if you don't get in trouble. I don't know if you're allowed to take the cup in with you. All right. Thank you. Okay. My fault. I don't know how to do the energy stuff. Okay. Hope you feel it. I confronted a bunch of children, and I feel drained. Because I'm the oldest one here. I'm 25, guys. Does that make me a loser? Or have I done so many legendary cool things that it's fine? I'm just unique. Like, have houses, guys. My peers are managers at jobs and work at automotive dealerships and have channels with over 20,000 subs and are professional boxers, and everyone from my graduating class went on to be pretty successful in life, and the ones that didn't are dead now. They died from overdoses and car accidents and shit. Heather, I did not mute you. I don't know why you're not showing up. It's almost warm enough I can wear the red and black leather jacket. No, I'm talking to someone. Somebody's trying to sell me a motorcycle for $1,600, and I don't have a motorcycle license. He'll bring it out. He already brought it out. I'm retarded. I'm a little retarded. I said, I was looking for my food. I was looking for him to bring my soda back as I was putting the straw in the soda. I'm too old. They're all doing high school stuff. Alright. There's nothing to talk about. It's a nature show. Nature show and there's no nature. Alright, we're doing a mukbang. We're doing a mukbang, guys. Fuck. I put pickles in my shit, gang. Yeah. So, Battle for Your Brain asked about application. The last person said they polite and respectfully decline letting me drive a plow truck because I don't have a stable place to live. So, the next town up is a college town full of older kids. They're all in school right now. Worst case scenario, there's a Dollar General there. So I think the Dollar General might be. The problem is that there's so little people here that every position gets filled. Fuck you. I'm gonna go sideways. I'm just waiting for people to pop in the chat. I might end it. We'll end it at an hour. Hour and 1 minute. And then I'll pop back up. Maybe with a YouTube short. Because I'm going to go buy the lottery ticket numbers. No, I was sitting here. I looked up. And there was a bunch of kids staring at me. So I was like, okay. And then I kept looking up. And they were all staring at me. And then they got mad and walked over there. And then he had to turn his neck all the way around like this to stare at me. And then they told the worker that I was staring at them. I'm like, no, I have PTSD. I just look quicker than you do. So by the time... What's up, Wesley? Thanks, man. I had to ask a subscriber for $5. But it's okay. Because we're doing a nature show. How you doing, Westy? I forgot where Westy lives. I don't remember where you live, Westy. Yeah, I have Cash App. It's could someone type it? It's I'll pin it. See maybe if I can make something tonight. It's CASEY, the letter O 9989 with a dollar in the front of it. If I had a pen. Okay, I'm gonna ask for a pen. Let's see if I can make something tonight. It seems like a passerby that might bless me. But it just seems inauthentic to me, bro. Being honest. Yo. Can I get a pen and a piece of receipt paper? Can I get a pen and a piece of receipt paper? Cool.
Dude, sorry, we got a pen.
It's a morph bag. Oh, cool. I don't like it. How do we feel about that? I don't know.
We don't have a pen. Here's paper.
That's fine. Thanks.
Yep.
All right. karma. It's like the stuff that they did the day before comes back the day later. Because we're always just using each other to learn. Remember how I said that 33 or orange and 33 have the same value? Orange in gematria adds up to 33. I don't know. I won't like push it on people, but maybe if they're like passing by, maybe sometimes they'll send me $1 or something. I don't know. I feel less uneasy about it now. Thank you. That's all they had left. Yep. What do y'all want to talk about? You want to learn about cryptocurrency? Computer. There we go. I have something I can teach. So, M is the 13th letter. So, N is the 14th. O is the 15th. 15. P is the 16th. Q is the 17th. R is the 18th. What you want, man? Why are you so paranoid? LMN. ABCDE. So, and I might be doing this wrong. 5. We'll try it one way first. So 15 and 18 is 20, 30. So this is already together. It's 33. This one is 34. 48. 48 plus 7 is 55. Plus 5 is 60. So maybe it has to be capitalized. But it's the numerical value of the letters, so it might be the capital O. I don't know. I haven't done it. But I know that all the people that I hear it from on YouTube that teach it say that orange adds up to 33. So let's try black. But it might be that so there's 26 letters in the alphabet. So black could be 2, but then capital black would be 28. Because capital A would be 27, because lowercase z is 26. So that could be what it is. So L, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, L, M, so this is 12. A is 1, C is 3, K is 11. 15, 18. Okay, no, I see what he's saying. Okay, what they're saying, they're sneaky about it. But, so this is 20, which is the hidden 11, because 1 and 1 adds up to 2. Just like how this added up to 60, they reduced that to a 6, so they're saying that 33 equals 6. So it doesn't exactly add up to 33. So I guess they're being sneaky about it. Or maybe it does technically have the same value. I don't know. I know with the 20 and 11 have the same value, same type of energy in this cycle. So let's see. Is W the 23rd letter? Yeah, because Z is the 26th, Y is the 25th, X is the 24th, W is the 23rd. H is the 8th letter, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. I is 9. Q, R, S, T, U, V, W. Teenage dirtbag baby. 23. So W, second. U is 21st. T is 20th. 20. A, B, C, D, E is 5. So 23 plus 8 is 31. 40. 65. Okay. And then 65 adds together to be 11. So it's the secret 11 plus the actual 11. That's where you get. And that's why Freemasons have all that checkerboard pattern in their temples. That's why you see the checkerboard pattern everywhere, like chessboards, all this, that black and the white 11-11 balance. That's where the yin yang. And then orange is technically 33 because it breaks down, but it's not it's a 6. But I think it was probably intended to mean 33, the best way that they could do it. And that's why Jupiter, which is the god of gods, Jupiter is the king of kings, Jupiter is Zeus. That righteous dignity at the highest level, and the connection between the earth and the gods. The one that, when Jupiter is in control of the planet, all the other planets are in fear of him. That free momentum, and that righteous truth. Sagittarius is orange. Some astrologers say that Sagittarius is purple, but that doesn't make sense to me because purple is the crown and Aries is the crown chakra. But they're saying that Aries can't be purple because it doesn't know as much. But I think they're not, those people aren't really combining it. I think those are TikTok astrologers. But I don't have access to the books that they have, so I can't really tell you for sure. But that's just gematria. So let's do Casey. So 3, 1, 5, 25. And what's S? What was V? The T was 20. Q, R, S, T, C, S is 19. So that's 23. 23 plus 30. 23 plus 30 is 53, which adds up to 8. So that means Casey has a karmic value of 8. So it's this balanced infinity symbol that deals with money, it deals with karma, it deals with balance. Francis. But it also has 5 letters. And it starts with a 3. And it ends with a 25. So it ends with a 7. So they're saying that the 3 gives power to the seed. The 5 gives power to the whole thing. The 7 gives power to that with the consonants and then the vowels. So it has all of these values embedded inside of it. And that's how you cast a spell, because you've embedded meaning into these words that you use your manifestation energy to speak into existence. So when you choose a name, or your soul chose a name, that 11111, all of this meaning is embedded. So when you say the name, you're calling forth out of the universe into this realm through a spell. So Casey means vigilant. But before that, it meant brave. And then before that, it was spelled like this before they added the gematria to it, which is pronounced Kehasa. And then before that, back before ancient Rome, back in Egypt, in ancient Egypt, it meant the tree of life, the acacia tree. What should I invest in? I know Bitcoin's probably going to go up. Trump just got someone in Japan went on stage with Trump to the podium and said he was going to give him $200 billion. Trump just got a small loan of $200 billion. You want to fight? Yeah, he was staring at me until I beat him. And he over and he's still trying me. He's going to look back up at me. He had to check his phone because the pride is consuming him, so he can no longer be in this reality. He had to distract himself to keep his peace of mind because he was on attack mode. Yep. Oh, tomorrow. What's he doing? Now, where he goes matters a lot. Okay. I put a boundary. Blah. You can't believe in energy and not believe in karma. I've learned, because I've been here for a while, that when they go there, they get tracked. I mean, they get stuck. And then the hive mind AI will try to drive them to go this way. But I was able to hit him before he got there. I smacked him in the face with energy to make him be like, that's wrong, virtue signal. And then he was like, okay, I won't do it. And then he walked this way. Or at least I'm just more aware of the presence of the higher entities communicating to the subconscious mind. And maybe they use me as the 11, the gateway to higher. Okay. That's where we can go after this. 11 deals with the underworld and the overworld. Through the 11, you can get from higher and lower dimensions through the transference. That's what they designed it to be. So in that transference of the current of energy through the 11, the black and the white, do you see what I see? Why do you think all these kids... I don't even know how to do it. How do you do the weird S that people do? How do you do that S in graffiti? You know that S that all the kids would draw? It looks something like that graffiti S. I don't know how to do it. But that's what it means. This is the heavens. This is the infinite. This is the 13 dimensions, and then this is the lower realms, the 2D, the flat plane like this, and then the 1D, which I don't know anything about. I'm not gonna lie to you. So then we are in the 3D, and we use currency to transfer money, or the universe, or spiritual Bitcoin, back and forth. But also, what does this look like? But it's a tree, or a mushroom, or a penis. Is what it But that's a big secret to this whole thing, and then it all makes sense, right? That guy was raping indigenous people. Everyone on your dollar bills were raping indigenous children in Freemasonic rituals. All these guys were raping indigenous children to feel powerful, because they would stick this in them and then siphon all the life force energy. And they also felt like the indigenous people needed to be eradicated. So he would be transferring his culture and his energy to destroy their genetics permanently. He probably kept them as brood mares. Like they probably had like one for pleasure, and then they had one just continually pump babies out with, because they wanted to eradicate the population by making mixed breed children to destroy them further after they cut off their hair, which kept their genetics in. And these guys didn't want hair. They would cut off their hair and they would put wigs on. I don't know why. But it's just more emphasis on the fact that white people need to play pretend to feel powerful. It's just another theme of white culture, is that they cut off their hair so they could replace it with a wig. And that's where they draw their authority from, a pretend authority. The false truth. Clipped. You got clipped, bitch. You got clipped. I did not have sexual relations with that Indian. I did not have sexual relations with that. Dude, look, this is wet. Oh yeah, we were doing Francis. So if I had a computer, we could go live and be reacting to videos. You know what I'm saying? No hands. I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby like you. Ooh. Why should I go back to school, man? Anything you can get in school, you can get on the internet now. And then you could just go near a school to get the social interactions and go to the parties, so that you can spend your day while they're all in class not getting the Freemasonic Roman Emperor downloads from those institutions designed to destroy you and replace you. But you can still fuck all the hot girls. But you probably will get, through osmosis, you'll get taken too. Which is why people only want innocent children at the highest level. How long do you guys think we have left until the world ends? Yeah. What's up, Loka? I did a nature show today. And I also I explained a lot of Freemasonic secrets about the people that built this country, that built England, that built Rome, that built the Vatican, that built ancient Egypt. So I told people a little sneak peek at what the truth about this world is. I can show you really quick. What you talking about? Dork? You fucking dork. He walked by and went, yeah. I don't expect anything. But that's what I see when I scroll on live streams. I'm seeing a lot of people that live like in inner cities that are like 40 years old and severely overweight that are just sitting around out there, just sitting there, doing nothing out in the city with their Cash App, and they're able to live in nice hotels every night. They make enough to have room in a hotel at night, plus whatever else they make money from. So I'm like, if anybody deserves it, it's me. And I don't know why. Maybe I'm not I don't know what it is that causes only 4 people to pop in my chat and not hundreds. Like, I have to figure out why the algorithm isn't promoting me. Because, like, I show speed. Pretty much everyone that scrolls in their live stream finds it at some point. How does it work? 'Cause there's thousands of people that are live right now. Like hundreds of thousands of people are live. I have to figure out how the algorithm filters them. Maybe it's like colors, and the AI is listening and transcribing what I'm saying. Yeah. Basically, Loka, we were talking about how the symbolism. So that's the 11. If we added up all the numbers, if B is 2, L is the 12th letter of the alphabet, A is the first letter of the alphabet, A, B, so C is the 3rd letter, and then K is the 11th, that adds up to 11. That adds up to 20, which 11 also equals. 1 plus 1 is 2, and you don't have, if it doesn't add up to a master number, you delete it. So if this is 22, we would keep it, but because it's not 11, 22, or 33, you just add them together. So if this is 21, this would add up to 3. But because it's 20, it's a hidden 11. The 2. Just like 6 is a hidden 33, because 3 and 3 is 6. So when you add up white is also 11. That's where you get the checkerboard pattern that is Masonic temples, and it's in the floor of the White House, and it's in all the different Hollywood movies and all the music videos. And then this was supposed to be the yin and the yang, the 11-11. That's why when people are like, I saw 11-11 today, make a wish. So I was telling people that the 11, because we're in a third dimensional plane, we have many different higher dimensions past the 3rd dimension, which is like, this is the 3D right here, this is the 2D. And we have lower dimensions that are like the 2D right here, plus what's below the 2D. So the 11 just serves as the sort of, in a tree they call it the xylem or the phloem, but it's just like the transference between the two, it's a bridge. So when it comes down, that's where you get the money symbol. That's all it is the transference of spiritual energy between dimensions. And we are just the observer that watch it happen, and then we're also using our free will to be the catalyst. Our privilege on Earth is just to take actions in the 3rd dimension to transfer energy between the 2 dimensions. And that's what karma is. Action. So to get more in control of all this, all you have to be is more present to the moment and aware. So the more present and aware you become, the more of this you have control over. And pretty much all that is all this, but just as above. Okay, we'll show you the golden spiral real quick. So this is also what as above, so below means. Because we're here, the things you do here happen up here because it's connected. And the things that you do up here, up, down, like a light switch. Black, white, black, white, black, white, light switch. I just flipped a switch. I don't know nobody else that's doing this. And we talked about that this is what the tree of life means as well. The roots in the tree. And this is also what a guy's penis is. Which these guys used to rape indigenous women and children because they felt, because those are Freemasons, that they were transferring energy using them. That's all it is. The rest of it is just relationships and practicing creation and morality and other stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I will leave. Oh, I had too much food. But it's okay because I needed it. Does anybody have any questions? They're playing It's All For You. Or that's at me. Because I'm here. Unless it really resonated with you. I would buy a tarot deck, and I do tarot readings for people at 111 with 29 equals 1101. But I can't afford it, plus I don't really like doing it. They're playing Feel Good Inc. and Feel Good Inc. The music video is about the Diddy sex parties, the pagan rituals in Hollywood. The top of the skyscraper, remember? You guys remember the music video for this? I don't know. Thanks, Locum. If I make $1 million, I'll get you back. Or if I just get rich at some point. I only did it because for weeks, tarot readers have been telling me that it's time to ask for help. Because I don't. I mean, you need help for a long time, so I figured I should ask. This is where I could pull out if I had a notebook, the five of us together could put together a simple, practical way to manage mental illness using growth over consistency. It's the same way that this is. Mindset I developed when I was 14 was growth over consistency. Because small habit changes it's okay. Bruce Lee, I don't even remember. What's up, bro? Guys, what happened on Christmas? I think there was a lot of stuff going on around me, like lots of noises and lots of lights in the sky around me. So I went live for a couple hours, I think, and I walked around and everything was closed. I think I just talked shit. I talked more about what the police were doing to me. Bruce, were you here? Have you been watching the last couple lives? I need an editor. I need an editor now. I will pay an editor to make my videos like, I have a style of how I want it, but it's pretty much like you see in like everybody's edits, vlog edits, you know, just like jump cuts to interesting stuff that follow a timeline. Yo, do any of you guys watch copyright your manual and make it? Or I could just, I think it's like $50 for a second phone to get another one of these phones, and then this one's broken, so I just transfer the SIM card over, and then I just use this phone to react to videos and prank call people and do whatever. But Bruce Lee, shit's been going down this past week. I won a lot of money in scratch tickets, and then I lost it all. I caught a bunch of pedophiles. I caught some, I don't know. I don't even know what it was. It's pretty obvious when you look at the video, man. Myself up because I'm like, what if I was wrong? But then I watched the video back and I'm like, you can see where I'm coming from. I love this type of music.
Everything brand new and right off the phone. And Chelsea doesn't do anything. She's not.
When I hear these songs, it feels like the vocals are being held down by the instruments, like they're trapped. Like the vocals will go crazy. I don't know, man. I have this weird feeling that every generation is just going to get worse. I don't know. So what are we doing? Growth over consistency, small changes, present and aware, to be more conscious of your decisions, blah, 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 blah. Shaman Road. I didn't mean to be a shaman. I wanted to be an artist. I want to make music. I want to be able to build Legos in every type of capacity to make money. I want to be able to make money from just sitting around daydreaming and creating. So I guess the next step would be to find some way to adventure for free, which I could say would probably be the Red Cross or the Peace Corps. But if I can win the lottery, man, if I can get to $1 million, even 100K, I'd be able to get into an RV and I can travel for free. But a lot of these, to get like a Sprinter van that's gonna last you, is like $100,000. And then, but you know what? People pay for a home, and then their home expenses every year is like $5,000 plus to maintain the house. So you buy a Sprinter van for $100,000. You're probably paying less a year to maintain that van and to repair the parts that go bad. It's like people saying those vans will only last you 200K miles. But once that 200K miles is up, you just pay to have a mechanic install a new motor for the probably less than the amount it takes to upkeep your home. So you're paying pretty much the same to have the same amount of comfortability and safety of a place to sleep, except you can vacation full time, whereas they have to consistently work to be able to vacation 1 week out of the year. And it's only going to get easier because we'll have electric vehicles. Here's the thing though. This is important. There's only one person left. Right when this is like I have an important message. But we'll say it. Maybe we'll clip that. I don't know what I just saw. You saw that? Did you guys see a little green light come down right here? So with the age of technology right now, the way technology is at right now, what's stopping me? These are pissy robots that keep coming at me. I keep seeing them turn around, stare at me in my eyes, and then start stomping. All of them start twitching and looking at me like they're possessed. But maybe it's because they feel the camera. So what's to stop me from recording this guy's face, or this guy over here, doing a deep fake of his face, layering his face over the video that I just did the other day of that guy fingering the girl in the McDonald's right here in front of children. The police arrested those two people because I recorded that happening. It might also be on camera too. So what's to stop me from doing it again, but layering someone I don't like's face over it? And then when they take it to court, how do I prove that it wasn't me? You'd have to have a chip in your hand so that they can look back and see where you were at that time, to avoid the potential that AI can use you to deepfake crimes. So AI coming into the world means that we're going to have a chip to let the authorities know where we are at all times, so that someone can't frame us with AI and deepfakes. And to stop people from hacking, there'd have to be another level of regulation over the human experience to stop people from using technology. Pouring rain for the girl with a broken smile.
Oh, that's what I'm going to do. I've never wanted to do.
Do you think we'll ever get content in TV like when you had the sad part of the TV show or the movie, and the main character standing in the rain, walking through like a city street after a breakup, or like a big dramatic moment in the show, and they play this song by Maroon 5. Rainbows and butterflies, it's compromise, it moves us along. My door is always open, you know, anytime you want. Yeah. I don't mind spending every day out on your corner in the pouring rain. Look for the girl with the broken smile. Ask her if she wants to stay a while, and she will. She will be loved. All the robots are tweaking out. all the robot kids are twitching mad, staring at each other, stomping around, widening their eyes and staring everybody down, getting insecure, crossing their arms, stomping. This guy's the same way, but he's been through a lot more. So he's still a robot, but he's got decades of pain to keep him humble. These guys will never have in their life unless they're drafted to go to war. And then maybe they can feel what I've felt for years, living outside where they used to throw shit at me. They used to throw their beer cans and their trash. I walk by and they all lock their car doors to be like, don't. And also look at my nice car that my dad bought me. And they're still walking around trying to suck energy out of the room, steal it for themselves. And Joe Rogan never has to deal with it at all, because he's a Leo, born on the 11th. So Joe Rogan could sit here and talk all he wants, and everybody would be unable to affect him, because he's the sun, and they all get energy from the sun. So my dad probably was traumatized so much for him to be able to understand what I'm talking about, because my dad said he has to hold his breath in public to stop it, which means that they really came at his Leo abilities. I'm sure they challenged Joe Rogan too. And she will be loved. She will be loved. She will be loved. The social conditioning osmosis is getting to me. She will be loved. I don't mind spending every day out on your corner in the pouring rain. Look for the girl with the broken smile. Ask her if she wants to stay a while, and she will be loved. She will love, and she will. My mom put out a psyop that she went fishing for sympathy by using me to make up my disorders in order to rally troops to my cause to attack me under the guise of the false narrative that she set as an Aquarius. And my dad, who is a very caring guy, but is isolated and traumatized and full of lead from smokes and full of shit in his brain. That might be, I don't know, I haven't spoken to him, so it might be different. That's just where I left him in 2022. In 2023, this guy's posturing because he's mad. So these guys are aggressive freaks. They're trapped. But maybe I just don't understand. I'm only going off of what I see and what I feel. And what I'm seeing is that I don't think any of them really know or care how to raise their vibration, because when I do it, they start to freak out and attack me. What's up? Yeah, the last time I spoke to my dad was 2023. But he did he came in my comment section once and did not respond to me. Because who knows, when you sit in isolation long enough, like that loneliness, I don't know. Because I also think none of this is real. It's all just around this is just a thick haze, a maya to make you not realize that it is.
It was like $50.
So I didn't even know, before I had long hair, when I wanted this to be my symbol, I had no idea that I would have long hair that comes down like the heart has when I drew the wings like this. And I didn't know anything about the year of the dragon or the coat, how this could look like a cobra's hood if you overlaid it over this tree. This would look like the snake with a cobra hood. And I didn't know anything about North Node and Leo. I didn't know anything about the heart chakra. I just decided that the most perfect thing, hold up. Like, I didn't know I'd have messy hair. I didn't know about the tree. Right? And now in my hometown, they spray paint that everywhere. They spray paint my emblem all over my hometown. And then there are people that get mad at that and they try to cover it up. And then someone will go downtown and spray paint it somewhere else. Someone originally said that for me, my ex-girlfriend, when I went to college. She spray painted that in the middle of downtown. And now it's everywhere. It's all over my hometown. And even somebody put a no trespass sign next to it this year. Someone went downtown and had to put a no trespass sign next to my green heart to get homeless people stopping to be there. And then somebody went and drew the red blood coming from the no trespass sign because that's evil. So, and then all of the graffiti is after the green heart. So it looks like the green heart is defending all of the other art from the evil from the no trespass sign, while I'm going across the state getting trespassed and arrested and pepper sprayed and abused horribly with excessive force by police just for looking like I might be homeless or a junkie. And exposing it on video and taking people that deal with massive amounts of the public through these emotional roller coasters where they learn something about their life and how to be better, how to live better on Earth by teaching them wisdom of the 33 adventuring seventh. Sort of like the bridge between homelessness and the wealthy, the bridge between classes, the bridge between mindsets, the bridge between humans and higher dimensional beings, the bridge between nature and man, the bridge between this is man, nature, man, and the heavens, like the Sagittarius deals with. The bridge between lies and the truth, the bridge between genres, the bridge between whatever. It's just the tree, the acacia tree, the tree of life. I mean, this is my compared to, this is what they're used to. Also, I'm 51, which adds up to 6. So, that's all it is. It's the tree of life. So the Celtic tree of life looks like this, with all the root systems, which also looks like a nuke, but then it has like all the Celtic stuff in it. It looks like a mushroom. It looks like the acacia tree. And then in the desert, when the environments are harsh, all the animals hide under the shade of the acacia tree, and the acacia tree takes on all of the intense heat. Heather, it's nothing on you. I'm not deleting you. Oh, the heart just made me uncomfortable for some reason. I don't know. Got a weird vibe from it. Environment I live in. I think I had all messages on accident, or top messages, so I could have missed a lot. I could have been missing your comments and I'd have no idea. So let me check real quick. Okay. It's 9 o'clock. At 10 o'clock, we're going to leave and go. And I'm going to go have an alone moment with me and the universe and try to win the lottery. Yeah, were you here when I put as above, so below? I have it written down here. I have as above, so below written on this paper somewhere. But also, and I talked about it the other day, I think. So this is the golden spiral, the as above, so below. But then if you've ever seen that symbol, let me know if you guys have seen this before. With the triangle. Have you guys seen this triangle before? Didn't you see? Oh, since your sins. Well, this speaking of sins. Speaking of sins, yeah, this is, you've probably seen it in like Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, different movies, like inverted. This triangle with the spiral here is, let's try it this way. That might look more familiar. That's symbolism for the sex trafficking industry to show that this organization is a good place for the world to invest in, because there's a secret undercurrent where they use the children that are used in the movies as the pedophile symbol. Pedophiles. So sex trafficking is the biggest industry in the world, and the United States is the most powerful country in the world. So of course these guys have a hand, or had more than just a hand, in using children as sexual energy. Whoever throws away that sandwich is going in my belly. Can you guys hear what they're saying? Drama. Dorks. Dorks. They're trying to rally each other to go scream at the workers because they put tomatoes in a sandwich. Take me away to the dark side. I wanna be your lifter. What? You've seen the words wrong. Oh yeah, Doritos. Yeah, it's just like how Ellen and all of them go out onto the live show for thousands of people to see, and they talk about it. It's something to do with this. They have to tell you for some reason because it's separate. It like bypasses something so they don't get sent directly to hell or something. I'm not totally sure, but for some reason they say that they have to publicize it and they have to let people know to avoid the system in place for humans. So in order to bypass this, to get to 33 in a different way, to be able to like, maybe it's to be able to take this with them or something else. Like maybe they're trying to take this somewhere else than this. I don't know. But I know that they developed a science with it, and the science involves raping children. You got a fry on the back. They threw a fry on his back. I got a lump in my throat. I have the Vatican here somewhere too. Oh yeah, this. So, the people that made the Vatican, this symbol right here, which was the ancient Roman symbol, this goes back to ancient Egypt, and then it goes back 3,000 years before Christ. So 5,000 years ago, they had this symbol, but instead of this, it was the eagle that was looking up, and then the sun was here. And this was Ra's children, which became the Rothschilds. It's the same meaning. And then this over here is very important. There's embedded symbolism in all this. And this isn't the United States flag. This is something else. Because this organization that makes this money, that has all these, the 20 stars, which is 10 and 10, 1 and 1, 11 right here. And then this is 11, 1 and 1, 11. Which is why, for some reason, when I picked up these dollars, there were rips in the dollars. And if you overlay them over each other, you get me, but you also get the 11. Which means the universe did something to give me a hint to explain something to people that brought us down this road that taught us all about this today. We went down that entire road just because this random dollar bill I found had a rip and tear in it that when I laid it over this, it explodes the 11 right there. Or the Roman numeral 2, which looks like the 11. Like black and white. And then orange adds up to 6, which is also 33. For some reason I can't remember. Other than 3, 3 together is 6. I don't know why. I'm paranoid. That's a no. Dorks. These old women are freaking out at all the young testosterone in the room. Now that I'm aware of how to perceive other people's emotions, I find them all to be fucking disgusting. And they always turn and twitch and stare at me. Like it seems like they're living normal people lives, but then they'll just like suddenly jerk and twitch and stare right in my eyes. Like there's something on the other end of my eyes, inside the windows to my soul, that they're always trying to attack. Free falling. Maybe it's the truth that I've learned from experience. Free. Stop. Free falling, yeah. Now I'm free. Free falling, yeah. So I'm about 155 away from a guitar. I'm about 1,400 watch hours. So if 4 people watch this past 2 hours, that's 8 watch hours. I'm 1,400 watch hours away, and like 39, maybe like 31 subs away. See how they have to just look at them. Isn't that stupid? Yeah, I'm free. Free falling. I remember when I was young. I'm free, free falling. They can't comprehend my blessings. They can't comprehend my blessings. But you can see how my face shape changes. Usually my eyes are farther apart and my head is more square like this. Thanks, Heather. We did it. We got over the threshold, but it's literally written. It's predestined. We knew that the year of the snake's coming up. According to him, this I know what your guys' favorite part of this year was. Because the world, not the world, but the year is ending. Let me know what your guys' favorite part of this year was. Whether on the channel or in your own life. If you have like a favorite moment.
Oh, you just sit right here. It's only 45 minutes.
The arrow of the Sagittarius.
Right.
What the hell? Everyone's sitting near me. Why's everyone coming over to me?
The girls do so bad.
Your favorite part of this year is that you're still here. That's good. You got to witness. A lot of you guys get to witness what it was like
That's why I want to go so bad.
before
I want to walk into
phones. Like when you were there, a lot of people were here for answering machines, then flip phones, then iPhone, iPods,
Mason wasn't wrong. It's a girl, but it's a boy.
all the way to now we have AI in our brains.
No, they don't.
That's an incredible story to be a part of. I'm everybody's dad. I'm everybody's dad.
They're not gonna. They wouldn't have. It could be.
No, we're here till 10. We're here till 10, gang.
Because you're physical. It's not that hard.
I'm tired. I'm tired, fam. What happened? Did I accidentally delete the Cash App tag? Are you guys able to see that Cash App tag? That's pinned. Is there? Okay. For me, it said view deleted message. I can't see what it is. I couldn't see what it is for a while. I'm trying to get a guitar for 155, and I'm trying to get a capo for 26. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? What about like 120 from a capo and a guitar? And then, you know, I might get a job at a gas station. I could even get a job in corrections. If I wanted to go work in a prison, I could go be the guy that sits at the desk when the guys come in. So it's less torturous because this guy's in the all they do is play power games all day because they're bored. It's kind of interesting. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All streamers pretty much just gamble. That's all they do is gamble and then put on shows where they play characters to be entertaining for children that don't know any better. Well, all streaming is. The mass streams are just. I'll show you. Look. The transition. I know. I've been to county like 7. Okay. I've been to jail. I've been to jail like 7 times. Yeah. I've been to jail like that. I've been to jail 7 times. Once, the first time I went, and I grew up in institutions. So I grew up in programs that were a lot like jail. The first time I went, was horrible. They didn't wash my eyes, and they left me pepper sprayed in solitary confinement for days, and I wasn't fed. Eventually, they realized that they hadn't fed me, so they gave me a McDonald's burger. But they didn't wash my eyes. They gave me 30 seconds to wash my eyes, and that was it. And then I had to get it out with the toilet water, but I didn't want to do the toilet water, so they had a broken water fountain, so I had to get like droplets out onto the sheets, and then I had to put the sheets on. Yeah, they pepper sprayed me because they jumped me without saying anything. So they didn't say like, They had no way to identify me. Then they jumped me. I responded to them jumping me like, what are you doing? They couldn't put my arms down because I was strong. I was a bodybuilder. So they slammed me against a wall. They still couldn't put my arms down. Then they pepper sprayed me and dragged me on the carpet. And then the ambulance came, but they did it such a bad. I don't think the guy had ever washed somebody's eyes out, or they just didn't care. Because a lot of those institutions just don't care. The same way that these guys at the McDonald's made their shit on purpose. They made their sandwich wrong on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't like those kids, so they made their sandwiches wrong to piss them off. Cops are the same way. People at the ambulance are the same way. So back then, I had like short hair, so you could see. Let me show you. I got neck tattoos. I got tattoos everywhere. I had a gold chain on. I drove a Dodge Magnum, aftermarket everything. It was dark gray with a red stripe on the side. Then I went to light gray, like a Rolls Royce. Aftermarket rims that cost me like $2,500. So everyone in town, and I'm from the hood of Vermont. People in Burlington think they're from the hood. I'm from the hood of Vermont. I'm from Brattleboro. And I didn't grow up there. I grew up in isolation on a mountain. But I'm more from there than anybody here is. Because I lived there for like 7 years. Brattleboro's the hood. Albany is an hour away. Springfield, Massachusetts, and Holyoke is an hour away. Manchester, New Hampshire is an hour and a half. Nashua, New Hampshire is an hour and a half. Boston is 3 hours. New York City is about 6 hours. But there's only once you get out of New York City, there's only 2 interstates. You can either take the Massachusetts interstate, the Vermont interstate, or the New York interstate. So you get 3 options if you want to go to New England. It's either Albany to Plattsburgh, Vermont through Brattleboro all the way to Montpelier, or Boston up to Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and then through the coast of Maine. So they're like ley lines for heroin. So Brattleboro, because Brattleboro is right in the center between New York, New Hampshire, and Massachusetts, and it's the first stop you get off exit 1 in Vermont. It's where everybody's ending up. All your good benefits are in Vermont, so they go right to Brattleboro. Then they're just living on the street, right in this small town. And it's also got a lot of poverty. All the drugs are there because they sit in those buildings in this small town. It's full of drugs while they're waiting for their guys, their little punk kids that live here, to get the drugs and bring them up to this area. So we have tons of crime, but our crime isn't like ops. It's like drug addicts with hatchets. What's up, Grinch? What's up, DeGrinch? Drinch God. That's good. I'm telling people about my hometown, which is 150 miles from this place, which is the hood of Vermont, where it's got the most. It's not like Chicago, but in terms of the amount of crime, like violent crime that goes on, because it's such a small town where it's all happening. My fault. Because it's such a small town where it's all happening, it's considered the toughest town in America. It's got the worst crime in the country. It's definitely not like Chicago, but it's bad and it's poor. Since I've been here, it's been crazy this week. We exposed a cop for being crooked and creating bogus charges to get homeless women to suck him off. And then we watched them retaliate against me because I caught them on camera violating my rights. So for 2 months, we watched them come back and try to mess with me and instigate me to violence and intimidation tactics. So for 2 months, I just recorded them and hung out, made a bunch of music. I made a whole album. Then this past week we were here, and we caught. You'd have to. I don't know if you even want to watch it, but we caught a couple people on a lot of drugs, doing a bunch of sexual stuff in front of children that were sitting over here, and they were here on a drug. So I called the cops, and then that cop showed up, the sex offender cop. So he got to hear me say, "Look, 2 sex offenders and 1 thumbnail." I'm in the same spot, same town. Actually, where was I the last time you popped in? I do a nature show now. I do a nature show. I'm in, I don't know if I'm in central or northern Vermont. I'm sure this is northern. If Montpelier is central, I'm up in northern Vermont now, and I was in southern central Vermont. Oh yeah. No, I'm 100 miles away from that. I'm 100 miles north. I had to take 3 buses for like a 3-hour bus ride to get here. Yeah, you've been going for a while, bro. It was a lot has happened, man. So then, back then we caught a cop. He violated my 4th Amendment right by confiscating my bike. He also violated my 4th Amendment right by slamming on the tent. He violated my 4th Amendment right by impeding my progress to question me. He also accused me. He accused me of crimes I didn't commit. So that's a legal level. On a personal level, we caught him saying that all junkies are lazy, and that I must be because all homeless people. And he didn't know if I was homeless or not. I was just in a tent hanging out. But he said that homeless people are too lazy to come up that big hill to get to where I was at, so I must be a drug dealer. And it had to be somebody's shit on the trail. So they assumed it was me, even though when I had to go, I would go on the other side of the building. Then and he has like a bunch of America tattoos. He's got the American flag. I told him the same spiel, that their kids wouldn't be proud of him. Then he went off. He went crazy. Then I recorded a couple other cops acting wrong to the public. Like we caught a cop stomping around and almost pushed a kid down the stairs because he was in the way. Because he was mad at me because I challenged him, so he had to stomp around like these guys are stomping around. Then a veteran showed up, a homeless veteran showed up right where the shit was that they accused me of. So the guy that was watching through the window that had said that no other homeless people come up here because they're lazy, and then a homeless veteran in front of this cop that has all the tattoos of the American flag and shit was like staring out the window like this, freaking out, throwing a temper tantrum in the building, in that state building, watching me give that homeless veteran cigarettes and shaking his hand. And then 2 other cops came out and they gave me a Monster Energy drink and a Cliff Bar, which means that they kind of talked about it. They saw that I was here live streaming to make money to get out of my situation. They realized, look, he solved homelessness. he figured out a way to make money from nothing by providing value to people on the internet. And so they came and supported me, which was good. then there was like three other hurricanes came through. So once my tent and everything I owned fell into the river, and that had to be replaced. And then I met a bunch of community action people. I helped train somebody that works at the bus station where all the homeless people are coming through, how to talk to people better. I figured out they have a free system, a free taxi going on. So I figured out how that free taxi is functional and profitable. So then I sent that back down Vermont, like we're talking about how my name is the Tree of Life, and that the 1111 from what black and white in gematria add up to 1111. The 11, and then the current that comes down from heaven to the lower realms, or from the top of the tree to the roots, is the $sign. 11 with the currency, the river that flows from the kingdom of heaven down to the underworld or hell, and then we're the bridge. Just like that, I'm sitting. If you put the state of Vermont over this, it says Vermont, right? I was right here, and now I'm about right here, and my hometown is right here. And then I was trying to go to Plainfield, which is right here. This is where the hurricane hit the most this year. And if you overlaid Ireland, which I don't know what Ireland looks like right now, but it looks something like this. This is where my ancestor Brian Boru started his life, and it's about the same size too. Brian Boru started here when he was 14. The Vikings invaded, and they killed his family, and he was forced, instead of being a prince to a kingdom, he became homeless. And he spent his whole life traveling around to the different places, trying to get everybody else on the island to help him destroy the Vikings that were coming in from Dublin here and then over here, where kind of the Greyjoys are in Game of Thrones. If you laid Westeros over, this would be where King's Landing is, and then this is Dorne, and this is Beyond the Wall. It's the same story repeated every 1,000 years. So he spent his life at 14 traveling around, and then up until he was 60 years old, everywhere he went, they said, fuck you, no, I don't really care. That's happening over here. I'm 100 miles east. They don't have cars, so it's going to be a long time before the Vikings ever get to us. We're not going to go out and help them. So until when he was 60, finally the Vikings had gotten so much and raped so many people and destroyed everything that he got their kids together, their peers, all the people's children who were sick and tired of it because his peers left him alone. Robots. And they just went to the top, pretty much where I am right now, everyone here, and then they just swept them all down to right where my hometown would be, in Bratt or Dublin. So the same way, all these solutions that I'm finding by dealing with homelessness up here, I'm going down to tell people who are experiencing the worst crime in the country in such a small place. The amount of crime that happens here is the worst in ratio, but maybe not like in real violence. Like it's not like Chicago where they have to keep a Drake and go downtown. But it is like so many people are getting stabbed and hit with hatchets and attacked. It's just like a medieval version of what's going on. So I got to tell people a bunch of stuff, and then I came here and a bunch of shit happened. It's been months of drama and exposing corrupt police and helping homeless people from freezing to death out here. We're waiting until 10. What time is it? 9:30. So that's where I've been at. It's been a pretty good journey. I'm really happy with the songs I made. Survivor's Guilt. I wrote 4 albums this year. Survivor's Guilt. I'm a A+ student. Rampage, Survivor's Guild, Wildfire. I'm not gonna say the rest, but I've got. I think this year I wrote probably like 5 or 6 songs that I was happy with, in everywhere that I went. So I've got like 60 songs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You would be a better tune now if you tried. Yeah.
Hold up.
And he would like get back grades for just like being a parent, not like showing up. Yeah, he was that good.
I'm better with 10. Thanks, Lo. I don't really have to wait till 10, but I figure that'd be better. Because I'm going to try to go at 11. At 11 o'clock, I'm going to go buy the lottery ticket. Good night. I'm going to try. I'm going to sit outside and wait until I feel like there's some type of intuition. And then I'm going to follow the intuition and see if it works. Let's all pray that if that doesn't work out, whatever's meant to me is going to come regardless. What's really cool is that if you notice when I stop talking, I've gotten so good at kind of metabolizing different energies that my face literally changes back and forth. And it's a lot better when I have protein and omega-3s and sunlight. Like I'm pretty sure if skinwalking is possible, or reptilian shapeshifting, I have a pretty good understanding of it. It just takes a lot of mental discipline. And when it's chaotic like this, it's good to be a Sagittarius. Changing. And the Aquarius is if all the moon signs were like water, Aquarius would be like a giant dam. So behind me is like 1133. So I'm like this invasive force that comes into public and interacts with all these different people from cultures that would never understand anything that I've been through. Which makes me interesting. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But everyone here has a big nose. Everyone here's got big noses. I don't know if that's French. Which means that my nose got bigger in relation. I said the big nose thing and everyone got mad. How's the audio? I'm gonna turn these on. Let me know. Degrading us, control. Is it coming through the headphones or is it coming through the camera? That's where I'm at. It's just it's part of the trade. Okay, so the audio is close. The audio is loud and it's clear and it's close. If that's where it's at, that's pretty good actually. Or is it muffled? We're trying to find a good way that I can do this and also pick up clearly people that are going to be talking to me if I go out in public. But I got my watch time up. It's 9:40. Okay. I'm going to watch videos and get off this. Thanks for watching, guys. I don't really have a goodbye message other than embrace. This year was to make you aware of everything, of your patterns, of behavior that might be wrong. And then in order to break out of the cycle of the snake, in the year of the snake, or the snake eating itself, to break out of the cycle, you have to change.